Welcome to the What's Happening podcast, and I'm your host, Free. Here you will be able to look into current events with us from the lens of a lover. That's me. With takeaways, excerpts, and, of course, awareness on spiritual wellness, physical, and mental health. Now, the very first thing that we have to talk about today is how hot it was for the last couple of days. They said it was the world's hottest day on Earth as temperatures are soaring globally. Y'all remember whoever was out there, it was the 3rd and the 4th of July, right? So we had rising temperatures of global warming. They said it's because the oceans are cooling down and that, is creating more warmness in the air. I was looking up. I was in my notes. I was in my notes. I was in the news. I was trying to figure out what are they saying? They said, guys, this is on us. All right. According to the UN.org website, they are saying, and this is true, this is facts, climate change refers to long term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns, mainly caused by us humans in our activities. All right, from driving from our the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. If I can even go a little bit more deeper, if I can go a little bit more deeper, I'll read a small excerpt from the website. Okay. They saying burning fossil fuels generates greenhouse gas emissions that acts like a blanket wrapped around the earth, trapping the sun's heat and raising temperatures. The main greenhouse gases that are causing climate change includes carbon dioxide and methane. All right? These come from using gasoline for driving a car or coal for heating up a building. For example, clearing land and cutting down forests. It can also release carbon dioxide, even with the agriculture, y'all. The oil and the gas operations are major source of methane emissions. Energy, industry, transport, buildings, agriculture, and land use are among the main sectors causing greenhouse gases. So, it's on us. We are all the chosen ones, all right? It's not up to somebody to take care of this. It's up to, it's little simple things, all right? It's like throwing away your trash, like riding the bike to work. Okay, like planting more forests, all right, taking care of the grasslands and our agriculture soils, removing captured carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So, yes, guys, it's up to us. All right, I know we use a lot of these things very frequently. They said the heat trapping gases are from electricity, manufacturing, buildings, and we mentioned agriculture several times, and transportation. So let's work together, guys. Let's do our part. It has to be a collective mindset on this. Don't you agree? It's not just me, right? It's not just me who love the earth. I know you guys love the earth. If you love yourself, you love the earth. Okay? Bruce Lee, yes, that's right. I quoted Bruce Lee, said, under the earth. Did he say under the earth, under the sun, we're all one? Please, I just paraphrase that. Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. Okay? So let's take care of the earth. Let's love Mama Nature and Mother Earth. And let's take care of each other. All right? For those of you who heard about the shooting in Philadelphia, we have an update. It was a gentleman named Kim Brady. He has been charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder as he went on a shooting rampage. They said that he even posts disturbing messages on social media and left a will in his home before going on this rampage this past Monday evening, leaving 5 dead. They said he was armed with an AR-15 style assault rifle and a 9mm ghost gun. This is sad, my people. This is very sad. Sending our condolences and our love and all the light to the families and the families of the ones who were affected by this. Of course, we were all deeply affected by this because let me tell you, there's been 21 mass shootings in the last 5 days. July started, the sun is getting to people's head, okay? Ah, they're saying that he didn't even know the victims and there was no dispute. So obviously, we're saying that this man was disturbed in some way. And I always bring it back to us, guys, because a lot of times we may see different posts on social media and we might pass over it. But sometimes just that one little, hey, are you all right? Hey, what do you mean? And I'm not saying, you have to go and be in a people's business, but when it seems like a person is distressed, sometimes a one conversation can do so much. All right? But it doesn't end there, guys. The horror does not end there. Okay? That happened the same in Monday night. There was another mass shooting in Fort Worth, Texas, where 11 people were shot and 3 people killed. And guess what? No motive and no suspects. Oh my goodness, it hurts my heart, people. It really does. It really hurts my heart. All right, so let's just send an extra prayer out for the victims in the Philadelphia shooting and also the victims of the Texas shooting. All right, they're saying that the city of Philadelphia is filing a lawsuit and charges against the largest suppliers of these ghost guns. But in the same sense, they're saying that these ghost guns are pretty much untraceable. So I'm not even sure if they know who they file in the lawsuit against. Being that they said in the same breath that these guns are pretty much untraceable. So good luck to them in finding the suppliers of these ghost guns. But let me tell you, I'm not even going to get on whether we should have guns or not have guns because people's lives are set up different. I'm really mainly concerned on how easy it is for those who may have mental issues or going through mental problems are able to have access to these guns. But we can't even blame the entities because they are have getting these guns from places where we don't know where. So keep yourself safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Okay? And just just look out, guys. Just look out. All right? Because it's looking real crazy out there. Now we enter into the global news segment. A lot of us are not aware of what's going down in Sudan. So I'd like to take this opportunity to kind to enlighten to why there is so much war. What is going on? What's happening? About 17.3 million people in Sudan lack adequate access to clean water, putting them at risk of disease. Approximately 24 million people lack access to proper sanitation facilities. Hunger is a grave concern, with a third of the population already facing acute levels of food insecurity. CLED records more than 340 political violence events and over 1,800 reported fatalities in Sudan since fighting broke out between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces on April 15. Violence has increased threefold compared to the 5 weeks prior. Why is war going on in Sudan? According to, I would say Google, The collisions of cultures, religions, and ethnicities in Sudan, including those of sub Saharan Africa and those of the Islamic world, Arab Islamic world, rather, have led to nearly 50 years of civil war. Since 1956, when Sudan first gained independence from the United Kingdom, there has been only 11 years of peace. Why is fighting about what are they fighting about in Sudan? As its foundation, the fighting is a struggle over power in the security sector and the exercise of power in the state. Since this past July 4th, according to the article in Reuters, fierce battles broke out on Tuesday across Omdurman, the western part of Sudan's wider capital, as the army tried cut off supply routes and used by its paramilitary rivals to bring reinforcements into the city. The army launched airstrikes and heavy artillery, and there were ground battles in several parts of Omdurman. Witnesses said the RSF said it had shot down a fighter jet, and residents posted footage that appeared to show pilots ejecting from a plane. There was no immediate comment from the army. It's easy to forget when you're not in a third world country how a blessing it is to just have running water. It's easy to forget the struggles that many may carry and the burdens that many may have in these other countries with just getting the most mundane of things. It's easy to forget with all of this social media and all of this entertainment. But lovers, I ask you today to just stay aware. All right? It's not about burdening yourself, but being our brother's keeper is about us sending out those prayers. It's about us being aware of what's going on around us. It's about spreading the awareness of how and different ways that we all may be able to help. No, we may not be able to do certain things, but it's all about doing what you can do from where you are, from what you have. If you feel inspired to do so, that is enough. That is enough. We would like to say thank you to even Canada, who has opened up an opportunity for all those who are migrating to come into their facility, opportunity for being a caregiver, an opportunity to being a citizenship. We would like to say thank you for that, Canada. Are there going to be setting up programs, and they're allowing those who are going through distress situations to come be in residence for free. All right. Starting in April the 30th, 2023, due to the current situation in Sudan, you can apply and extend your stay or change your temporary resident status in Canada for free. So applaud, hand clap for Canada for just doing what they can um, to help in this situation. They're also reaching out also for those who are being affected by the Russian invasion of Ukraine as well. So thank you, Canada. We give thanks for that. I said we're a collective, guys. So whatever we do is going to add towards the collective. In our recent news from the Russia-Ukraine war, Zelensky is calling for more weapons. Also, the U.S. journalist Ivan Gershakovich, arrested on charges in Russia. It'll be 100 days since this Wall Street Journal reporter, Evan, was arrested. And I'll tell you guys, it's looking real, real rough. Wall Street Journal and the Biden administration have denied Russian allegations that Gershkovich was operating as a spy on behalf of the U.S. government. So, earlier this week, the U.S. was granted consular access to Gershokovich for the second time since he was detained in March. Okay, y'all, we are going to go into our self healing segment because, man, I tell you, if your mind ain't right, this news will put you in a state. There are things happening all over the world every day, but don't ever for a minute think that there is not no good and no beauty happening as well. And when we say good news, in India, we have a man leaving his tech job to become a full-time environmentalist. These are the things that they are not letting us know. These are not the things that they want to talk about in the news. All right. We also have offices. One in particular had brought a 600-foot. This is a funny story, guys. All right. So for those without green thumbs, it's often a mystery why some plants thrive, right? I know. But bringing into a small potted ivy cutting in 2009, they were merely that you had some who merely wanted to just brighten up the workspace. So 14 years later, they have this plant that has grown to almost 600 feet long, sprouting new shoots that require pinning up across the office walls and ceiling nearly every day. So, little beautiful things are happening, okay? We're in the space, we cooped up in the office. I don't know where you are right now, where you're listening, but there's little things that you can add to the life to make things just that more beautiful. All right. We also have beautiful stories like there's a robotic glove that they have out there to help those who are relearning to play the piano after a stroke. Now, if that ain't good news, I don't know what is. A lot of times when a lot of people go through different tragic, traumatic events, they often feel like there's no hope. But there are people out there who are actively trying to make this world better. Don't you dare think for a moment that there is more bad than there is good. There is a balance out there. I know what we see. I know what is shown to us. But there is a balance. And all of the things that we do see is just a representation of the darkness of the human mind. But you better believe it. There is also a lot of light and a lot of new discoveries that are being made, especially when it comes down to disease. All right? So guys, keep that hope up. Keep your prayers strong. Keep your healthy routines intact because you are adding to the collective. Didn't I tell you? We also have beautiful homeless shelters getting radical redesign. Let in that sunlight. I'll tell you, every time you go to the hospital, every time you go to certain places, it be looking like it just be looking dreary and sad. Like, come on, put some light in there, add some trees into the space, allow people to go outside and see the butterflies and hear the birds. All of these things add to the love, add to the beauty, add to the collective. Okay, we even have stories like it was a man whose dog ran away while he was in a coma, and then he's been reunited with his dog. All right, there's nothing like thinking that you lost something and being reunited with that thing. It's the simple things, guys. It's the small things. All right? So just know there's good news out there. There's inspiration, there's uplifting, and there's happy news out there. But we're not saying this just to ignore the bad. We're saying that there's a balance. Be aware, but also be be what's the word? Is it balance? Just be level-headed. All right? That's the best way that I could put it. All right? To the close of our segment for today, and we always want to leave you with something that you can kind of ponder on. All right? And what today is, try something new. Go somewhere new. Be around a different type of energies. Take a walk with yourself. Go to a new park. Just do something to have a different energy, to spark a different type of feeling in your life. All right? If you want to stay inside, that's cool. But at least give yourself a moment to go outside with no shoes on and to tap in, get grounded. Do you know that it only takes about 3 to 5, I want to say seconds to 1 minute to just go outside and plant your feet into the grass and into the ground? And Mother Earth will give you the grounding. Just that little bit will give you that extra boost that you will need. Again, this is your host, Free, at the What's Happening podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at What's Happening Live Podcast. And definitely share your topics, share your thoughts. You can even do it via a voice, and we will listen and we will investigate. All right? So take care of yourselves. More love every time. All right. Check us out every Friday at 9 a.m. for your current events from a lover. Also, we're going to tap into that spiritual wellness and our mental and physical health as well. You stay tuned, and I'll be back. Peace.